Now, on the subject matter of the legal education, I mean, I tried to make some readings and even, first of all, find out the number of lawyers that we have in this country. I said from 1877.
Hey.
Yes, 1877. Even before, as a country, we started training lawyers. You know, the Legal Education Act came into being around 1960. And that was signed by Nkrumah. And from there, we started training our lawyers. But before that, most of our lawyers used to go to UK to get trained. And up till now, from the 1877 till now, we can boast of ourselves about 11,000 lawyers. Maximum should be between 11,000.
Trained?
Yes, trained lawyers that the country, that has been called to the Ghana bar.
Okay.
About 11,000. But currently in practice, we are looking at about 8,000 to 8,500 or 8,400.
Is it in practice or those who have been called to the bar?
Yeah, who have been called to the bar. But I mean,
because there are people called to the bar.
They may not necessarily even be practicing.
Yeah.
But you see, practicing may also necessarily not be going to court necessarily. People may be practicing in different fields, in corporate, in many, even in academia. So if you want to look at, for instance, the lawyer to citizen ratio, you just have to take the population and divide by the number of lawyers. And we are getting about 1:4,000, which is highly unacceptable as a country.
The one lawyer
is to 4,000
will get to serve averagely based on
4,000 citizens.
4,000
citizens.
Okay.
One lawyer is. But of course, we also look at best practices in other jurisdictions like UK. UK is doing about 1:300. Yes, 300.
And we are doing
4,000. And US is doing about 1:250 to 300. So you could see that there is a clear problem or there is a clear gap. But of course, you see, if you look at it broadly, it's a problem of injustice. And beyond the problem of injustice, it sources from the fact that we've not been able to do much when it comes to access. You know, education has always been pivoted on three key main variables: access, quality, and relevance. Access, you give opportunity for people to get education. Of course, I mean, the subject matter is legal education, but broadly, it goes beyond that as a country in terms of our performance when it comes to access generally. If you look at even from the basic level, Nkrumah did the free compulsory basic university education. I think Kufuor also did his part with access when he also introduced this school feeding. President Kufuor, arguably, when it comes to access in education, I think he has done tremendously well than any other president ever in the history of this country by the free senior high school, because if you look at the numbers. But of course, now the conversation is access relative to legal education. You see, if you look at the 1960 Act, the Act 32, which established the General Legal Council, as at then, the University of Ghana was the only institution that was offering the law or the LLB program.
UG.
Yes, the University of Ghana. And interestingly, most of the senior lawyers, and in particular, most of Supreme Court judges who happens to even sit on the General Legal Council board, most of them literally did not even have to write entrance exams. They just...
You mean even now some of them...
All of them
went through that system?
All of them, because the entrance exam system just came recently, and it was just a CV mechanism. You see, when policy fails and state institutions fails, sometimes they try to propose a certain counter solution. But in real fact, it wasn't a solution. It was just a CV mechanism to cut the numbers. That was actually what they were doing, the General Legal Council. So you had an act that came into being in 1960 by Nkrumah. And at that time, the only institution that was there that was offering legal education was University of Ghana. It was subsequently later, around 2003, where KNUST even joined and also established the law faculty. And subsequently, GIMPA and co joined, now UPSA, and we have a myriad of them. Mount Crest, CAF, you can mention Central University, and now even most of them even have annexed campuses, even in Kumasi, Cape Coast, and Takoradi. So reasonably, we agree that now the LLB has expanded. The training at the faculty level has expanded. But of course, after they get their first degree in LLB, what is the next? That is where the bottleneck comes. So for me, I feel it has been a failure on the part of the General Legal Council. Not necessarily. I don't want to blame government or maybe blame politicians.
Anyway, you're not a lawyer, so you can't speak against
it.
So now you're speaking.
Yeah. So the General Legal Council is not a human being. When I say, Raymond,
my name is Roland.
Roland. When I say it's been a failure on the part of the General Legal Council, my point is that systemically, you know, the General Legal Council per Act 32 is supposed to regulate legal education. So yes, per the law, they may not be able to get this reform, but at least in terms of the advocacy, it should have started from them. But we've had past members of the General Legal Council for somebody like Mrs. Sophia Akufo, who said that we cannot produce mass lawyers. And of course, I mean, people also have this idea that quantity may not necessarily be quality, which I disagree. And I think it's an opportunity to also correct you. MPP, our position has never been that when there is quantity, automatically means that there can be quality. The two of them are very symmetrical.
That's what one of your MPs
Who said that?
What's the name of
For the South.
Just
the
yesterday.
Who?
The South MP. Manchester South.
He said when there is quality.
He said that he's worried about the quality.
And what we have done. Compromise quality.
But he is
Your
connoting that to
leader
be that's the
refused to
MPP's
run
position. But that cannot be the MPP's
No, but that
position.
cannot be the MPP.
Your minority leader, a lawyer, yesterday
No,
was
that
on
can-
this
that-
platform.
no,
He
that can-
refused to run
But
comments.
the
on it.
NPP has not also made a categorical statement as to their position. So your position,
As officially.
as so
Yeah,
you
but
are
you
also
don't-
expressing an
opinion on behalf of the MPP. anyway.
yes,
On behalf
because
of the MPP.
another MPP person has expressed an opinion. You say that
fact, leading members of
leading-
the-
No, but you see, you can deduce also from our conduct. When it comes to
Please don't heckle.
When it comes
but
to-
it's a long time I've
we
interviewed.
will
you.
not. We will not do that.
Please give him.
maybe they like my presentation. That's why they are.
Please, these two people. Wednesday when you come, they'll be heckling you. So please, and then this gentleman also does that. I see him on Joe. Really? Please go ahead.
Solo is my friend, so Solo, at least you end here. So you see, significantly, I mean, for me, it doesn't matter which of the political device that I belong to. But when a government do something that is right, we need to acknowledge that. Of course, it may have its own challenges. When Akufo-Addo increased access at the senior higher school level, I'm sure anybody attributed to him. It has its own challenges. So it is not out of place for anybody to credit the NDC for this.